I'll edit all that out, dog. I'm sorry. That's who I am. I don't know what you want from me. Fuck, what are we doing? Podcast. Welcome to another episode of Double D's and G Spot's Unprofessional Movie Review. I gotta get that down, dude, because I was fucked it up every time, dude. Listen, I was having a stroke.
Like cerebral palsy for a second.
I look like Robert Kennedy Jr., dog. That's what I look like, man.
That dude sounds like he's like from the cigarette commercials. Dude, I don't know what happened to him. What happened? Does anybody know?
You can talk, dog.
Oh, for real?
The vaccine got him?
Wow.
That's
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Right.
see, I thought he meant...
You can't just say vaccine. You can't...
Y'all know Star Wars, the Lord Sith or
Uh-huh.
Darth
Palpatine?
Sidious?
Yeah, Palpatine.
Whatever. Do it.
I don't even know who y'all talking about.
Do it. Ultimate power.
Nice. That was a good one, man.
Thank you.
Solid Palpatine. Oh, shit.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not.
No, man.
right,
I'm a Star Wars nerd, so yeah.
All right.
So I guess
sweet.
props to Star Wars. It's real.
Appreciate that.
We'll get...
Co-signed.
I'm in here with a couple good niggas. A couple of them, though. Not all of them. I got Danny here. Garrett's here. Y'all can't see him off camera, but I got Seth on the boards. Hit that top left little soundboard. The top left one.
Top left?
Yeah. A little air horn for him. Which I know we fucked with. The guy we
Did
fucking
you hear
with.
that? Oh, okay.
We can't.
Yeah.
I think I will get monitor speakers sometime, and that way we can hear whatever. But
Damn.
I mean, why don't we do the headphones?
Yeah, get some cans, doggy.
some long ass cables, man. And
That's true. That's true.
headphones are expensive, man. Just putting that out there.
Well,
too,
maybe if we weren't paying Seth so much, we can cut his salary.
I don't. He'll be paying me, dog. Like I don't know what you want me to do, man.
No, I'm just kidding, man.
We went with the cheaper option, dog. You know.
I hear you.
They didn't want to. Never mind. Let me stop because they be watching stuff. Let me stop.
Yeah.
This week was Garrett's pick. Garrett, what movie did we watch, bro?
All Quiet on the Western Front.
Do you want to give a synopsis, or do you want me to read the Wikipedia entry?
Just read that shit, man.
Okay.
No.
This motherfucker. All Quiet on the Western Front is a movie set during World War I. It follows the life of an idealistic young German soldier named Paul Bäumer. After enlisting in the German army with his friends, Bäumer finds himself exposed to the realities of war, shattering his early hopes of becoming a hero as he does his best to survive. The film adds a parallel storyline not found in the book, which follows the armistice negotiations to end the war.
I think I'd have to read it. I just sound like an idiot.
I think it's Armistice. 'Cause they said that several times when they were signing before they
Thank you,
signed the
Seth.
deal. That's Armistice.
Didn't
we have an Armistice Day? Or
Yes,
am I
we do.
dumb? Okay.
I think that's when World War I ended.
That's why I tried looking that up, like on the even on the
yeah.
calendar, but it just says Veterans Day, so I don't fucking know.
At one time?
Hey man,
Jamie, pull that shit up.
this is dope actually. I'm
telling you,
fucking
man.
with it so
It's
far.
pretty sweet.
Honestly.
It's coming together, dog. It's coming together.
The production value skyrocketing.
Honestly, man.
Yeah.
Stock's
You wait till
going
I
up.
get that little fucking camera switcher and some extra cameras.
I mean, dude, I've got a professional grade photography camera that can record if we want to figure out a way to get that
I
linked
don't
up.
look good in 4K, so we don't need to do all that.
I mean,
Renamed Veterans Day in 1954.
Okay, so he just told me that it was Armistice Day was what is now Veterans Day, and it was changed in 1954.
Yeah.
So the year my dad was born. A little fun fact.
damn, your
I
daddy,
was waiting for someone to be like,
old, man.
I was waiting for one of y'all to be like, didn't ask.
Yeah.
Nah, we're in a professional setting. I wouldn't do it.
I got a whole thing.
Go ahead, man. Let it rip.
They can't hear you.
Nate, I know. You want to read it?
I can barely read, dog. I went to a colored school.
Sheesh. Colored.
Y'all don't want to talk about that?
Hey, shout out all the veterans out there, though. We appreciate everything you did and do.
All right.
Let's get rolling.
Yeah, let's get this review underway.
Yeah.
Garrett, why did you choose this movie? Was your idea, what was it about this movie that made you want to watch it? Or want us to watch it?
It's awesome. I don't know. It really is. It's probably one of the best movies I've ever seen, in my opinion. In my retarded opinion. It's 10 out of 10 for me. So, and I love war movies. So, this checked all the boxes to be in my top 10.
Okay.
So
Okay. Daniel, what'd you like about it? We watched it Saturday night.
Yeah. Man, overall, it was just good cinematography, good acting, honestly, from the people. Like, everybody really did a really good job, and it was just a really good story. I mean, it's based on a true story, but I really fuck with it, honestly.
yeah.
Yeah, Steven.
Very realistic.
Steven, it was fucking
Very
good, you
realistic.
cunt.
Yeah, Steven.
That's the problem. I think my issue with it at first was when we went into it, we had talked to Steven a few days earlier, and he
Got to
was
give you a negative mindset about it.
yeah, and so I went into it, and
Doubting.
at first I was fucking trying to eat at the same time while we were watching it.
No,
and so,
you
like,
can't
I
do that.
missed
Subtitles, man. You can't. You
at
gotta.
first, and so that's why I went back and rewatched it again on Saturday.
Makes
But we
sense.
watched
Makes
it, and I got like locked in, and when we were done, I was like, again, man, can't ever doubt Garrett's fucking movie choice. I said, because they're always on point. I said, any movie he's ever told me he really fucked with was a phenomenal movie.
That's true.
And so,
Batting 1,000.
I mean, now he really might be. He might be back to 1,000.
I mean, this
I
is
don't
my
know,
this is my first pick. So
I was about to say, yeah. Well,
But I mean, even
that's the
when
only one he's ever
we've
said.
talked
I mean,
prior,
so technically, yeah, Bet 1,000 with me. Because
I mean,
one.
there we
anytime
go.
we've talked prior, though, it's always been phenomenal movies.
Yeah.
Always, always, always. You gotta trust people's good word, man. Trust people's good
Or do you
word.
gotta trust good people's word?
Damn.
No. So we're gonna do the cipher, right?
Yeah.
Remember, I was telling y'all, dog, I'm gonna put the instrumental on. I need 16 from y'all motherfuckers.
That's all you. That's where you tap in for me.
Will you ghostwrite
Tapping
Daniel's?
out.
Will you ghostwrite Daniel's verse?
I'll go straight.
Because he gave me a bar the other day, and I was like,
It was bad. I was sleep deprived. It was awful.
Yeah.
Sometimes the best
Like just off the top,
Kind of, sort of.
kind of, sort of. You've been thinking about it that day a little bit.
I fucking hope not.
No. That was literally, I was recording and I was like I said, I was like, what's something I could say? And I said it, and immediately in the following, as soon as I said it, I was like, no, that was bad.
Yeah.
That was awful.
Well, at least you caught it.
Yeah.
At least you weren't trying to like support it 100%.
No, I knew it was bad. As soon as I
Okay.
said it, I was like,
Yeah.
that was awful.
It was.
It was.
Man, it wasn't one of his finer moments, but I have faith that whenever we do, because I'm going to do a pause, I'm going to spring it on y'all. Y'all aren't going
that's
to
the day
know.
y'all
So you
don't
might as
see
well
me.
get the 16 ready and just have it in the cut.
Just start working on it, huh?
Yeah.
I got
I
you.
should have this
I'm
done.
good.
I mean,
I've got a
whatever.
mean, like, 3.5 in the notes right now.
I don't know. I feel like you gotta kind of hear the instrumental first, though. I feel like.
Listen.
So, yeah, bro.
we got to talk about the movie, bro.
Yeah, we gotta get to it.
Where do we want to start? I mean,
You didn't say what you thought about it, did you?
it's fucking amazing.
Okay, cool.
Great.
I'll take that.
I took hella notes. Like we could literally walk through this entire movie with my notes alone. Like from the jump, it's extremely glory. Like I said, Seth tried to start it and dude got blown up, and he was like, "All right, dog, I'm eating." So that's a no.
Yeah.
Got off of that. It's very glory. If you're watching it, be prepared. Like
But
people
it's like a
get blown
realistic.
at.
It's not like they do like fake explosions and shit like that. Well, obviously they're fake, but like
Were they real? I mean,
What do you? I mean, like they.
it wasn't like
blew the dirt
1917
up.
where they like yeah
Yeah.
like legitimately had explosions in the field and shit. Like they had like little explosions for those like little scenes. I'm assuming, but like the people weren't actually getting blown up, so that was good from the makeup department.
that'd been dope if they had. Christopher Nolan would have had people getting capped out there. Mm-hmm. Like they just went to like an insane asylum. Like, how long do you want to be here? If you don't want to be here anymore, do I have a solution for you? Sign this contract.
Awesome.
That's true.
All right, so it opens up, and we're following a dude named Heinrich, and pretty quickly Heinrich gets popped.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
that
out
caught me
of
off
there.
guard. I was like, so
I thought he was our
Yeah, I
antagonist,
thought he was gonna be
and I was confused where we were headed after that.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, he's dead. Where do we go from here, man?
Yeah.
but that did show that grisly reality of them just like
He does like nobody matters.
recycling suits and recycling
Yeah,
uniforms,
the-
just washing them in air
Yeah.
to the recruits and shit.
It's almost like the movie's about like following the shirt and not really the character. I mean, in a way, but then that
damn,
doesn't
yeah.
really tie together because at the end of the movie. They don't wear the shirt doesn't go anywhere else. It just kind of ends there. But yeah, it kind of follows the
That you
shirt
know of.
instead of.
I mean, that you know.
Yeah,
of the
we don't
shirt
know. I
is
mean,
that-
yeah, but I mean, well, we followed the shirt to the end of the war. So I mean, that was the
He's
end of
fucking
the,
good,
end of the
man.
day
He's
right
fucking
there.
good, man.
And
Go ahead.
no, like I was just gonna say, like I'll tie it in later. I mean, it's just like not even related to what we were just talking about. So
Okay.
Okay.
Heinrich, dude, again, he goes to help his homeboy and just gets bowed.
yeah, breaks
Well,
out the shovel.
He goes to help his friend, and his friend got shot, like I think somewhere else. And he went to he's going through the trench, and he's trying to help his friend. And right as he gets to him, dude gets shot in the face. And I was like, dude,
Yeah.
and then like his choice is just to put down his rifle and grab his shovel and charge in the battle. And then
I don't know that I want him shooting though, man. I don't know if you remember this. He was behind like a log or something like that, and was just letting them go. Like he was not shooting at anything
Yeah, shooting
or
straight up in the air.
anyone.
Yeah.
He was just shooting, like hoping that I guess when it comes down, it hits somebody.
And that's one of my biggest pet peeves about the movie is the whole time, if you didn't notice, those rifles don't have any recoil.
Yeah,
That's my
yeah.
biggest pet peeve about the entire movie is that they worked so hard on it and the rifles don't recoil at all.
That's fair.
Because those were huge caliber rifles that they're using, like 7mm, I think, which is big. But yeah, that was one of my biggest pet peeves about the whole deal.
he was just letting it go in the air, and I
Yeah,
was
he
like,
was.
man, that's crazy. You may know because I had a question. Just
Go ahead, let
for
her
you.
rip.
What was that after that scene ended? They were getting bodies and putting them in coffins, and they were shaking some white
Lye.
shit on that.
Putting lye on them.
Okay,
the lye
what's that
do?
for?
I think it's supposed to help with either the smell. I think is what it's supposed to help with. Like keeps the bugs and like the decaying and stuff off them. We can look it up.
I think lye is actually it breaks down skin.
I think it now that he said that, I think it's like to help decompose faster.
Like why did they put it on the people? Why did they put it on the boxes? Like on the coffins
They
themselves.
put them on the coffins, not the body.
That's true.
They dug the big ass hole and they just stacked coffins on top of each other and just was dusting them with lye.
I don't know. I mean, it could have still been lye,
We
you
made the
know.
right
I mean,
decision,
I
dog. I'm
don't
telling
know.
you. Shit.
I'm not sure. My first thought was lye, but that's like the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, I couldn't think of maybe
They didn't say what it was in the movie.
No, they were
was-
just
there was
sprinkling
just
on
like-
white shit.
Yeah.
panned over like it was
Yeah.
yeah.
No
That
clue
morbid
what it was.
of them just like washing the uniforms, taking them off the dead bodies. And
Yeah,
just
all those
washing
women.
them.
Yeah, and then sewing up the holes and stuff with patches and everything. Yeah.
That was a dark scene, but before that,
The whole movie was dark, dog.
yeah, it was. Do you know why there was random guitar riffs and snares throughout
Oh,
the movie?
yeah,
And,
well-
like
Oh,
they're not
dude,
placed,
the soundtrack is immaculate. I love that. Da, da, da.
but it was just
That's-
random. Like it
yeah.
was
Yeah,
never.
yeah.
It was.
wasn't
It's
like a
unexpected,
time.
but
it
I think
wasn't
it's like a foreshadowing deal. Like, and I think it kind of happens before like major decisions or when shit's about to hit the fan.
So it was that, and then they
Just
had
like
a
build that
snare
suspense,
too.
I think.
I don't remember any snare. I guess I wasn't listening that much. But
It was
my fault.
there was like no 4-bar loop. It was just random guitar
It was just
riffs, and I
randomly
was like,
just-
"What the? fuck?
No, it's actually piano.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a behind the scenes thing on Netflix to watch in the making of. So
Watch that later on.
probably should have tagged that along with it, but yeah, it's a piano
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I just
or organ, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Now that you say that, yeah.
Yeah, makes more sense.
it does, yeah, that makes sense. Go ahead.
It's for smell of decomposition.
The
So
lime.
They did it on top.
Yeah,
the white shit is for the smell of decomposition.
lime, yeah,
Lime?
Definitely lime.
not lime like the fruit. I think it's just called lime.
Oh, okay.
I think it's LYME.
I know. Okay, I've heard of that before.
I haven't. I guess I'm the dumbass, but
Anyway, like
All right,
fact
man.
check us, whatever. Do whatever you want. I don't care. People out there,
We're
not you,
unprofessional.
man,
We-
not you. I'm
we've-
talking to them.
that's what it's called. We're unprofessional.
Thursday,
Unprofe-
I'm leaving Norman with a mic because I
Unprofessional.
have a stand for him already. All he's got to do is all right, and I'll get it. Let me get another cable.
If I don't make a note right now, I'm gonna forget.
So, like, what do you got
old-ass
next
man.
on there? What are we working through? I'll chime in as you work through it. If we're doing kind of like a play-by-play type deal.
The shots they were choosing when they were showing the ladies rewashing those clothes, stitching them back together,
Yeah.
beautifully done. Like, not all of them were even centered. Some of them were off tilt.
Yeah.
Fucking masterpiece. That's why it won an Oscar for best cinematography.
I think that's like partly because like to take away from like there being like specific characters. Like if you don't show faces, and it's just like
Yeah, you're just seeing
how
what they're
people
doing.
just shows how people were just like cogs in the machine of like war, not like giving individual characters
Like
because
everybody was doing their
yeah
part.
like everybody's just a part of one big thing and not giving an identity to anybody. Like Heinrich, he just like, we thought he was going to be the main character, but the dude got shit on. So, so he doesn't really matter. Nobody matters.
And I think it shows good that it was literally Germany versus the Allied forces, because like they didn't even have enough money to get them new suits. They were like, "Hey, dog, wash them shits." People
by
got
the end of
murdered
the
in
war,
them. Wash them, stitch them up, send them back out there with them.
Do you think it was a money thing, or do you think it was more of we're losing lives by the second, so why would we spend? I mean, I guess kind of.
I think it's a money thing.
Like, spend the money on new suits when we literally 100 bodies a day. We send out 100 bodies.
If you can just throw a patch on it and wash it, throw it back out there.
Both
probably.
Both of
I
them.
think it's both. That's fair.
I would think. I don't know.
Because didn't they say that? I think he said at the very end. Just a little slight spoiler for everybody. Like
You're watching a movie. Dog, see, that shit irks the fuck out of me, man. Spoiler alert, you're watching a fucking movie review. Stupid.
God.
wasn't
The
it?
fuck
like,
do you expect?
Not a movie trailer review, dude. Like
how many people was it? Like
6.5 million or something like that.
6 or 7 million. Yeah.
I thought it was way higher than that. I
I
think.
wanted to say 17, but because that's the number I'm always used to.
Total in
hearing you say.
total in that war, it was 17 million.
See, I'm
because
so used
remember
to you
when I
saying
watched
17
it,
million about
That's
other
what it was, I
things.
think. How many?
Germans, dog, they're putting up numbers, man. It's crazy, crazy numbers.
Seth's supposed to be doing it. I don't know why I'm taking his job.
But I like also.
Yeah, it's like
just over there just chilling,
I said it again, man. First day here, I don't know what you want from
it's
me.
saying like 20, 21 million, whatever. And then
It said
see what it says
17 million at the
13.
end
So
of it.
yeah, 17. We'll go with 17.
Germany just keeps on with the 17. Something about 17. They just keep on putting these numbers up. So we get to. Cut it out. So we get to the actual antagonist, where it's Paul and a group of his friends, and protagonist. My fault.
I got you.
My
I
nigga.
got
Thank
you.
you.
I got you.
And Paul, technically, they were signing up for war, and like Paul technically didn't have to go,
Yeah.
but he wanted to go. Instant regret on that one, and so they forged his parents' signatures to go to war.
Yep.
Like, hey, dog, like,
It's like a parallel to 1917.
Yeah.
The guy that we followed through the whole movie wasn't even supposed to be there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
but it was just like, did they just dip from right there to war, or did like he go home and was like, hey, mom?
I think they probably went to some some basic training
yeah.
stuff. But
There's
I think
no way
I
that
think
they
it jumped forward a little bit because they knew how to work. They knew how to clean when they're in the back of the truck riding. They knew that they needed to keep their weapons clean, and that they knew how all their gear worked and how their gas masks worked and all that. So
Did he? Because Paul was having a hard time with that. That's why that dude was.
I want to circle back to that because I've got an important
Okay.
thing to say
We're
about
getting
that.
to it.
So once we get to that, I'll bring that back full circle. And,
He was confident. He's
yeah.
ready. He's
Oh,
ready
I've been
for that.
sitting on this ever since I watched it, man.
Pause.
Yeah. Pause. Hard pause.
Yo.
Sheesh. I've been incubating this one.
Yo, son, they gave the speech in the stairwell. I get why people were signing
That's
up.
what I'm saying.
That was
that German,
powerful.
that language, man, it just exerts that confidence, that power. Like,
Yeah.
They was getting washed, but they was like, you know what, nah, y'all are gonna win for your country.
Yeah, but you could tell that dude knew he was lying.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I get why they signed up to be Nazis, dude. I get it, bro.
Well, those weren't Nazis.
They weren't, but like in
Those
future
weren't.
generations,
Yeah,
just like
in the
with,
future.
like,
Oh yeah, I mean, they're
if that's how
hella
they
good
talk,
at giving speeches.
if that's how they gave speeches,
Yeah. Yeah.
I get it, dude. I might have signed up too, man. Get him out of here.
Yeah.
So Paul gets there, and he's getting his suit and everything, and they obviously he gives it to him, and he's like, "Oh, hey man, real quick, this belonged to somebody else." Dude was like, "Oh dang, left his dead body's name on there." Yank.
Yeah.
Hey, the fuck out of here. Go on.
Pile of tags on the
yeah, I was
floor.
about to say that was like if
Yeah,
nobody
happened
none
all
of
the
the guys
time.
saw that. They
Yeah.
never,
If
Well,
the
I
dude
mean-
was like, "I think it may have been too small for that guy, so we're gonna go ahead and
Yeah.
let me rip that off of here. Get out of here."
Yeah.
and all the tags, like some
Good
of the
luck.
tags were still like bloody and shit. Like
Yeah.
no red flags raised to these kids. But I love / hate how they went into it with that whole like, oh, it's gonna be war. We're best friends. We're going to war together.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be a fun adventure.
Yeah.
And literally 30 seconds into it when they're marching and shit.
Yeah, because if you think about it, like, there's no, we don't know what war's like, but we know
That type of
kind
war.
of what it looks like now with, like, footage from, like, Ukraine and movies and stuff like that. They didn't have any of that.
That's true.
They just had a generation of men that raised them that fought in 1880s and 90s or whatever,
Yeah.
end up probably in another conflict, that were heroes with medals on their chest and scars, and it's just not like that
Just
for
like
World
that
War
bitch
One.
of a general at the end.
Yeah. That dude looked like the guy from Sonic the Hedgehog.
Dude, all of us, dude. All of us. Fuck that guy, man. We'll get to that piece of shit here in a second. Fuck him. So it goes to the scene where they're like marching on some road and they're all singing some song.
Yeah.
Still happy-go-lucky as can be.
Didn't come up with this. Definitely got it off IMDb.
Yeah,
but
go ahead. Give it credit where credit's
they
due.
they were in line in order of how they died. The guys that were in that friend group.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know if you caught that or
No, I
not.
didn't.
Like, and
Yeah,
like
they
camera
were in
pans to
order
each one of them.
Wow.
of how they die. I was like, man, beautiful,
That's
cinematic,
crazy.
beautiful. And so we'll get to the
gas
scene
mask
with
part?
the gas mask.
All right,
Go
so
off.
when they're marching down the road after they get out of the trucks, and they're marching single file, and, you know, the mortar shells come in, and he yells, gas, gas, gas.
Yeah.
And they're all putting their gas mask on, and Ludwig, the one with the glasses, is having trouble putting his gas mask on, so Paul helps him.
Yeah.
Paul helps him get his gas mask on, then Paul gets his gas mask on. The captain or the sergeant comes up and says, you know, Private Bomber, you'll almost be certainly dead by dawn.
Mm-hmm.
And because he thought he was the one that was having trouble getting his gas mask on.
Yeah.
But in fact, the guy that was really having trouble with
was in fact dead.
was dead by dawn.
Damn.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's another. I came up with another one on that. And this is all organic. That he said that
homegrown, baby.
they said that he'd be dead by dawn, and then Bomber catches a round off the helmet, and another centimeter to the left, and he would have been dead would have been dead before dawn. So
That's another question for
yeah,
Dr. Garrett.
I mean, I think he definitely could have survived, for sure.
We had a question about that. Well, like,
Because that, like, knocked that.
Yeah.
He went airborne after
Well,
that
there's
shot.
like records of like modern helmets because they kind of like catch the bullet, like. Then that's like why they wouldn't. They say that's why they wouldn't buckle their helmets in World War II, is because if you got caught in the head and it stopped the bullet, then it might snap your neck because the force transferred from.
so you just did it. Pops
Yeah, so
off.
if it just pops off.
You would have got whiplash though, right?
Well, if it looked like it punched straight through there, so probably not, because those things were like thin, probably. So that big ass bullet coming through there probably just zipped right through there. And
So, yeah.
I
It
think
looked
he
like
probably
it
would've
hit
been
the
all right.
tip of it and just knocked him back.
no, he had two
I was about
holes
to
in
say,
it.
didn't that, I
He
don't
had two
remember the
holes in
second
it.
hole, but I remember the
There's a
first.
hole in the back.
Well, I assume that just any force like that, where it whips you like that, you would get.
Well, I mean, if it's moving fast enough, it just goes right through there instead of, if
Like,
it would
actually catching
yeah,
and causing
yeah.
that.
Unless if
Okay.
it would have stopped it, then it probably would have had a problem.
okay.
So, because all that force has got to go somewhere else besides.
G-Spirit,
You know.
G-Spot's medical hour, dog. I
No.
told you, man.
That's like when people get shot with Kevlar and stuff; they get broken ribs and bruises and stuff like that because that energy still transfers.
Yeah.
It's got to go somewhere. It can't just like
Newton's, what is that,
absorb it.
second law or some shit?
Huh?
Energy,
I don't know.
object of motion stays in motion? Or
Yeah,
some shit? I don't
something like
remember. Laws of physics, man. Physics.
Fuck them laws.
I agree. Fuck physics, but yeah.
But yeah,
Can't argue it. I
The sergeant called it. He said that you'll be dead by dawn, and the guy that was originally having trouble with his gas mask was dead before sunrise.
Well, yeah, he had glasses. He was going to go out at some point regardless. You don't come out the other side with those.
Hey, man.
In a war,
Here,
you
you
lose
wear
those,
glasses.
you're useless.
Yeah.
Right.
And they just gave him little bungee cord glasses. Like they don't even know if it was his prescription.
I think they were. I think he put the bungee things on his original glasses.
No,
I think
there's
he-
more
I
like
thi- I-
No, yeah, they
I
were
think he
separate.
took the military
Whenever they
dudes
were in
gave
the
them to
room
him.
getting dressed, they were separate.
Oh well, I mean it's 1917. They were probably just like bifocals. They probably I don't know. I don't even know if they had like prescription specific
It's like, here,
lenses.
throw this glass
yeah, does this
in
make it?
front of your
Yeah,
eyes.
does this make it see better or not? One or two, and that's it.
That's fair.
So-
That's all they had was one or two back then. So
You would know more than we would. Flares.
Yeah. What about them?
My theory: are they used to light up the sky so that you can see the enemy line?
100%.
Okay.
okay.
Vietnam,
You're curious, like
Vietnam, everything like that. When before night vision, they had to be able to fight at night. So, yeah, flare. It's actually a flare with a parachute on it.
yeah, so it goes
So
slower.
it's
So
slower.
you can
Yeah, like those little army men you bought on 4th of July when you're a little shitlin running around.
Okay.
trying to catch some shit.
Yeah,
I just lost my train of thought. Never mind.
Word.
you got notes.
Well, no, it was a question that I had, but I didn't write down. That was what it was. At some point, you would have to stop fighting, though, right? Like,
Like what?
I know that they're probably high on meth, keeping them awake, but like, at some point, like,
Yeah, I'm sure they did. I mean, there's plenty of times when they're not fighting in the movie.
you know,
Like,
they just come to
how
like a
long-
mutual agreement
Yeah,
of like,
like, hey, it's time
like
to stop.
someone's like, hey, dog,
We're gonna take the weekend. Meet back here at 7 a.m. Monday.
we're
Well, that's
going to sleep.
deal.
Well, that's kind of like what they did whenever like Paul and what's that? I don't even know the other dude's name. Was like on night watch and he thought he heard something, so he just randomly shot. Yeah, and that's how he got popped in the head.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is like they're still sitting there constantly waiting. At some point,
never
like
give up.
Well, they're just standing guard, I think, just in case there's a charge.
Why would you not just charge at nighttime though? That'd be
because it's hard to see and there's landmines.
And
open your fucking.
And there was
eyes,
razor
dog.
wire. Like there wasn't a lot of razor wire in that movie, but there was a lot of razor wire in real life.
Oh, okay.
That's what.
I mean, I wasn't there, but like.
This is your subject. We're like trusting what you say.
Yeah, I didn't think you knew, man. I didn't know you were there.
Well, it's like on Christmas they would have like ceasefires and go and.
I talked.
But there had to be
during
some
the-
type
everybody
of
knows about
agreement,
that. Yeah.
like where like
beforehand.
you wrote a note and was like, "Hey, dog, Christmas is coming up. Y'all want to fucking
Attach it to
relax?"
a rock and just
Yeah,
lob
you want
it
to play
over there.
soccer or what?
Did they really? I remember seeing like
think
a
they-
picture
yeah, I
of
think
them
they
doing
did
that. I
that.
can't
I think
remember
they
who
did
was doing it, but during the war, yeah.
Yeah, with soccer. With soccer as their main sport. What a bunch of bitches.
Yeah, they're fighting over fucking holidays and shit. Like, no, it's this day.
Yeah.
After this, Messi came to the U.S. Dog. It was lit.
We talked about that already.
Did we?
Yeah.
Damn, dog. I don't remember. I'm old, bro.
That
You
was
gotta
like on the
remember.
first podcast. I think we talked about that before.
It just came out like a
It
week
just
ago.
happened, yeah.
Well, we talked about it at some point that he was coming to Miami or whatever.
Oh, I don't recall that.
No,
I mean, my memory's
you weren't
shit.
here.
We
You
may
weren't
have talked
here.
about
Oh
it.
yeah, I
just
wasn't
before-
here. Yeah, I forgot. I don't get invited to shit. Anyway,
I think it might have been before the last
Yeah, I think it
podcast.
was before the podcast.
We talked about it, bro, because we were talking about how many millions of dollars
I don't
They'd
remember.
had yeah. It
because the
was before
Saudis
last
were
podcast.
offering him like
They were offering
500
him
million
a
a
whole
year.
billion.
Oh, for 2 years.
Yeah.
We'll get to it.
It's not relevant.
I think
Yeah,
we already
we
got to it. But
Right.
anyway,
Fuck,
dude,
my bad.
quick fire.
We get down to the fucking bunker. They're in there chilling and everything. Mm-hmm. Was it dude with the glasses?
Yeah,
He started freaking out.
Started freaking out.
Tries to run out.
Oh,
hold
yeah,
him
got
down?
turned into that red mist. Yeah.
No, the dude with the glasses is not who ran out.
No,
No, he had
dude.
already died prior to. Did
No,
No, he was alive. He was alive.
That was who they pressed up against that wall, and like I don't know if they knocked him out or what, but like he fell to the ground, and then another dude tried to get up and run, and right as he was going up the stairs,
Shit blew up.
got
And
blown
then he
to
was like,
pieces.
"All right, everybody get out."
Yeah, and then,
Yeah.
yeah. And Paul still got like buried under all that shit.
Perfectly under 3 boards.
The dog tags. Hey, man, listen.
That got me, but I didn't like
Yeah,
say anything. But yeah, I was like, it was a little too like neat.
convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautifully done, but not.
Just, yeah.
Dog tags where they folded over and then
I mean,
punched in.
that's the first
and
time
then-
I've ever seen that, but like it makes sense.
That's what I said. Like, it's a genius thing. Like,
Well, I mean, like the United
Just to
States, the United
perforate
States
them.
has 2 dog tags, and they're both the same for that exact reason. But I guess World War I Germans just had it on one that was perforated,
Okay. In the movie,
That both had
they
the same
have-
thing.
It's like
a circle.
it's a circle and there's a split in the inside of it, and so
Yeah.
you just like bend it a few times and pop it off,
yeah, perforation.
and
yeah.
then it's that makes sense. I just didn't know if you knew or not.
Yeah, no, it's the only time I've ever seen it.
It was that was a dark. I mean, that was a fucked up scene. You know, they're going around like it's his homeboy, and he's
Yeah,
sitting
like
there
that's
crying,
the thing. Yeah, like
and he's like, "Hey, dog, I get it."
Clean this shit. You all right? All right, here you go.
yeah,
Pick up these dog tags.
collect tags.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The rest of them,
Yeah.
man.
But that's like again, that's the morbid reality. Like you didn't have time to sit there and
Yeah,
like,
you're
wallow
not going to get to go home after your first battle,
and like
especially
deal with
since
your
you're
emotions. You just had to be like, all right,
especially
well,
since you're perfectly fine.
I don't know, perfectly fine, dude.
Well, I mean, like
Definitely had,
physically, not
Yeah.
dead. If you're not dead, you're fine.
Yeah, he's got a point.
He's got a mic.
We need
dog.
you a mic, dog.
Thursday, we're getting him a mic.
Yeah, man.
I don't remember the words of the song, but after Cat, the other guy, the older guy, and Paul go steal the duck, they're singing a song on the way back,
Yeah,
and it foreshadows exactly how Cat dies.
yeah.
I don't know if you
I didn't catch that.
Well, when they're cooking
Well-
the goose inside the thing, they're talking about the farmer and getting them and
farmer catching them and
catching him,
killing
stealing
them
his
and everything.
goose. There's a song about. I don't know if they improvised it or what, but like
I don't remember. Like, I remember.
I caught it the 2nd time I
I
watched
remember
it.
the song, but I don't remember the lyrics. And then,
Well, I
it's-
was supposed to write them down, and I didn't.
like
'cause I'm a
the-
piece of shit.
it's like the farmer will shoot you, or like I don't know, it's just some fucking stupid German song.
oh, that scene pissed me off to no end.
Oh, I hated that. Man.
That
We'll get
because
to
me
it.
and him, like, we even sat there like, dog, there's 50 minutes left. War's over. What are they gonna like? How can they?
Yeah.
And they just kept going. It's like motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Oh, it got me.
Yeah, I wish Cat wouldn't have died.
Spoiler.
Yeah, spoiler. Cat's dead.
Daniel, I'm not doing this with you.
We're jumping the gun, man.
I just felt bad because like I didn't catch it the first time. Once I watched it the second time, I said, "Fuck." I said, gee, the
When did-
foreshadowing is beautiful.
When did
Yeah.
Cat join the group to begin with? Wasn't he like the first dude that they met? Down in
He
the
was
bunker?
when they were
It's like, put your hand on your dick or whatever. to
yeah,
keep
when they
you
were
warm.
bailing out water with their helmets while it was raining, which was
Yeah.
retarded. But
Yeah, literally just to throw it up against the side for
Yeah,
it to come
and to
back
come
down. You saw that shit?
Yeah.
I was like, I
I'm
mean,
not doing shit.
it's the thought that counts. I guess
Yeah.
stay busy.
Hey, do something. Don't just
So you
sitting
don't-
around here
Yeah.
fucking playing with your dick beaters.
And then they literally
And then they put their hands on their dicks.
Hey, man. The shit side of it, though, is that, like, these are kids. Like, I don't even know that they're 18 yet.
No,
they're
he's-
just kids, and they're just like, hey, go in there. And
They had to get a permission slip signed to go to war. That's the fucking.
Yeah, permission slip. It's like a field trip
It was a field trip.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
They're in the field.
for 3 years or whatever.
Trip.
Yeah, it was a trip,
man.
Yeah.
Damn.
Literally from the moment they got there, though, that goggles, dude. I don't even know what the fuck his
Ludwig.
last name was. Yeah, was immediately just like, I don't know if I can do this. Like he was most gassed about it. He was giving dude shit in the little courtyard in the beginning about like
He was.
he was one of the big talkers.
No, the guy with the glasses was trying to get him not to sign because his parents didn't sign it for him.
Was he?
Yeah.
No, he's right,
He
yeah.
was like, your father
He's
will
right.
get mad at you.
I mean,
He's
ain't gotta worry
he was
about
a,
it, but-
he was a bitch from the beginning.
that's fair.
Yeah, he was pussy the entire time.
He was
I
one
mean,
of those
it-
like, if your friends jumped off a bridge, would you? And he said, yeah.
Yeah.
He just followed them into war.
Yeah. I instantly regretted it.
Yep. They're out there on that farm or whatever they're at, just chilling, out there cooking.
Peeling potatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then old boy's talking about how he wants to become an NCO. He's going to go and everything.
He
But
got
he
the
only
Be a ranger.
has a fucked up eye.
Yeah.
And Kat was like, nah, dog, don't think he's going to
See,
fucking
I wish they
make
would
it.
elaborate on why Cat thought he wouldn't be able to be a ranger.
I assume because of the eye. It's
Yeah.
the only thing that I can assume because he has one blind eye.
Yeah.
He, I mean,
Like, what are you going to do, walk around like this all the time? Fucking,
have no peripheral vision on this side.
I guess he could get like a pair of sunglasses with a little mirror he can see out of it.
Nice. Nice.
That could have been innovative.
I
yeah.
felt bad though. The dude was super hyped telling his little story about what he wanted to do, and Kat was like, "Nah, dog,
Yeah.
Like
Cat was-
realistically,
Cat was
he's not
sick
gonna
too.
survive.
ain't happening, bruh." Mm-hmm. And the old boy just dips off with them chicks.
Yeah.
I don't blame him. I'm surprised the other one, like in the one that stayed behind,
He was sad as fuck about it.
yeah, and then
And you had the option to leave, dog.
Like,
Like,
you
he
literally
said,
had the
"Come
option.
with me," and then he was
But-
like,
Yeah, no,
get it.
I wish they would have like just made him never come back.
that's what I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
I thought he was like, oh shit, he just
He's just gonna go
deserting
make
in
a
the
new
middle
life,
of the
you
war.
know?
Yeah. Like how are they gonna find him? It's the fucking
Yeah,
1917.
1917, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How are they gonna find
"Yeah,
him?
I'd have never come back, dog. I'd have pieced out and been
After seeing the shit that they had seen
Yeah.
to that point, which was what? I don't even know if they were a couple weeks in. I don't know the timeline necessarily.
It went from when Ludwig died to 18 months later. So they
Is that when we?
they almost all made it to the end.
Yeah. Okay.
So it,
So I remember them like reading the dog tags and the dudes writing the
because
names down.
when he was riding his bike behind the bus to go sign up, it was spring of 1917, third year of the war, and then 18 months later would have made it November. If it's in the springtime, it's October, November, then 18 months
yeah.
later. So
then,
yeah. So it was they almost all made it, and they all died within the last couple weeks of the war.
Yeah, right.
So,
Some made it to the end
genius.
of the war. Fuck ass.
So then we cut to they're out there taking a shit in their little bench
Yeah.
shit place, and Kat got a letter from his old lady. He runs out there because he can't read. Didn't know this until we seen the scene. Like,
Kind of, sort of. Even then, I thought he was just like he wanted somebody else or
to
so he
read
could
it,
imagine
yeah,
it or some shit.
That's what I thought too.
It wasn't until the
well,
end.
yeah, well, they end up saying he can't read, but he goes over there and like they just hit you a bomb after bomb. She was like, "Yeah,
dude, yeah, the letter.
saving money. Could you send some here? We're fucking pretty poor over
It'd be
here
nice
and
to eat
everything.
dinner for once. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
I'm sending you food,
Sending
but
you all
like,
this liverwurst.
I don't have nothing." And then she was like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I'm going to go visit our dead kid.
Who was what 10?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
10. We're going to go visit our kid at his
Gravesite.
grave,
Go
and
sing to him.
he'd have
Yeah.
been 10 today.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Fuck.
So we don't even know how old he was when he died. He could have been 6, 7, 8.
He could have been a couple months old.
Yeah.
There's no telling.
But
'cause,
still,
like, Cat didn't
regardless,
look
yeah,
particularly old. He's probably like 18, 19, I'm guessing, maybe something
Cat?
like that. Yeah.
I
No,
thought
he's
Cat was
probably
at
like
least
30.
I thought he was at least mid 20s.
He's at war, though. He could have just aged.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what I'm saying.
shit.
He looked older, but I thought of it. At
Respectfully,
least
white
early
people
mid-
age really bad, dog.
Yeah.
So, I mean, dude might have been 12 for all we know.
Well, he's a squad leader, so he had to be a little older, I guess.
Was he a squad leader?
Yeah, he was in charge of those guys.
I thought he just joined the clique. He was just like, hey,
Yeah, I thought he
I'll
was.
fuck with nobody
I've been
else
here
except
longer
these
than
kids.
y'all, so like,
you know what
I
I'm
think he
saying?
was in charge of them. Those
but
guys.
yeah, like dog, like y'all been here for 2 weeks. I've been here for like 4. So what's up?
Yeah. I'm a veteran in this bitch.
Yeah, did a little gang handshake, let
Yeah.
them know what was up.
Yeah.
Y'all running with me now. Dog, I wish y'all could hear what he's saying.
Oh my god.
And then, that happens. He's like, all right, man, when the fuck are we leaving, dog? I gotta get out of
wipe,
here.
Pull up the pants, walk away.
No
That shit-
wipe.
No
Yeah.
wipe.
No
just
wipe. Just walk.
Shit, dude.
Shitty ass boy. Literally. It was.
Man.
I mean, he was
Tough
sitting there long
shit.
enough. The shit probably like dried to his cheeks at that point. You know what
Probably
I'm saying?
froze, man. It's cold as hell out there.
Like, that part too, yeah.
Yeah. Can't have diarrhea
like-
if it's like
and
25
he was-
degrees outside.
Like, all right, let's hit the road. I'm fucking bored here. Let's go.
No.
Yeah, that boy was going through it. He was going through it, man. Daniel Bruhl, the dude who plays Civil War. Zemo in Civil War.
The antagonist in
Oh.
Captain America: Civil
Yeah.
War.
Okay. Yeah.
That guy, he plays the dad on the thing. He's trying to get the war to end.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. I love him. He's
Phenomenal.
in Inglourious Bastards too,
Never saw it.
as well.
Shit, he is.
He's a sniper in that. The movie star.
Dude, if I didn't want to do another war movie for like the third,
Inglourious
third time,
Bastards be next.
dog, I would
War
pick.
movies.
Yeah.
I would pick Inglourious Bastards, but I'm not going to. I got
We can
something
save
else.
that for later. You know what I'm saying? Let's
Yeah.
get some. Let's get
Variety
some,
in there.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
a phenomenal. Have you ever seen Inglourious Bastards?
I'm really good at watching like the first 5 movies.
He's bad at 1,000 with starting movies and then not finishing.
Right?
So like,
I got 3 kids, man. I've been watching one movie.
yeah.
That's fair.
I mean,
Phenomenal. Phenomenal. I really like him.
I mean, according to the demographic, Bluey hits, dude.
Yeah, I hear
I mean-
nothing. Like all the parents on the TL talk about it.
Yeah.
what TL do you have, dog?
Deffy, dog. He got fucking. He went from 0 to 4 kids in 2 years. That shit still blows my
Y'all will
mind.
let that motherfucker pull a pizza out of the oven, dog. Bro, no.
2 of them ain't his fault.
So they Daniel
I'll
Bruhl,
tell you this
they go to they're gonna go meet up with the people from Francis, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
settle the thing.
Yeah.
His homeboy, not Daniel Bruhl, but his homeboy that had glasses, the mink he had on, crazy
Oh,
trench,
yeah.
Fire, dude.
crazy trench, but then had the fur around the neck and let you know that it was money. That's
Yeah,
cashmere.
and the monocle. Or did he
They
have
were
glasses?
recycling uniforms.
He had
These are
glasses,
glasses, yeah.
but they were eel glasses. Like,
And
that's
sick-
probably solid gold
Yeah,
frames.
just sick of everything.
He
Sick
like,
uniform.
listen, man, we can't afford to get them new fucking suits, but this
this-
is all cashmere.
This meat right here.
That was an ill ass mink.
Yeah. It's pretty fire.
And then, at first, I thought the French were being mad disrespectful, but at the same time, it's like, you're coming to me to end it. 'Cause
Yeah.
we're busting y'all's ass.
Yeah.
I'm going to be fucking rude to y'all. And if you don't like it,
If I'm winning, I'm gonna be
Fucking
cocky
leave.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what do you have to give me to keep me from whooping your ass?
but on the flip side,
And the Germans started it, so.
yeah, on the flip
Always.
side, he's like, look, man, I lost a fucking kid in this shit, man. Like, can we just come to some type of agreement where y'all don't rape us in the ass? And he was like, don't tell you, dog. Here are the terms. You don't like it.
Yeah.
He said,
Fuck
If
Door,
you
dog.
if you want to end it, here's the fucking pen,
that
bitch.
shit.
To paper.
That was hard, bro. He's like, sign
He
it,
did
bitch.
too, because he was like, "Come on, there's no need for you to be rude." Like he said, some
He's like,
line.
there's no need for this to go like every second. More
Oh,
soldiers
it was
die.
like sign it in 72 hours, and he was like, "We could just end it right now. Like, there's no point. Like every minute
Yeah.
that we do this, people are dying." And he's like,
So sign.
Sign.
hands him a pen, and is like, "In the paper, dog,
Yeah, co-sign this shit.
right here. You
That
and your
shit, yeah,
homeboys,
man.
put y'all's names on here. We end it right here, dog."
Mm-hmm.
Super crazy. Damn, dog. Did I just? Oh, I messed up. Hold on, where we at? Here we go. Were those the first tanks in war? Mm-hmm. Those
That's
are
what
the
we
first.
thought, like, because they had no clue what they were looking at when they saw
Yeah.
them shits pulling up.
That
you
was the first
imagine?
time. That was a secret project by the Allies.
Could you imagine, like, you're just out there, you've only been fighting, like, dudes, and then all of a sudden
On
you're like,
horses, like there's a couple horses
Yeah.
still, like kind of like
what the fuck is that?
Yeah. And
staring down the barrel. Yeah, well, that's the thing. They had,
Hey, dog, you know what?
Might as well.
They was popping off on these fucking tanks, thinking they was gonna do something,
Yeah, no.
and just kept. Ding,
And that shit stops, and then you see the turret go and point it right at them, and they're like, "Fuck!"
The best scene.
What about? Okay, go ahead.
the bunker, like,
Oh, when he like
caves
gets
in,
the
and
Oh,
when they
yeah.
run over that dude, and you see his body, like, his
when he
head,
gets
like,
pancaked,
squished.
Yeah, it gets
Gnarly.
ran over from the dick up. Like, oh damn it, dude, he was alive the whole time.
up to like at least
Yeah, he
this
felt
point.
it.
Yeah.
Felt his shit get ripped
Yeah.
off. Everything's gone, man.
Yeah, your dick and your asshole just become one. Fuck.
Was that also like, since you're the history nerd, the first use of like flamethrowers too?
I think so, yeah.
Because I was about to say, they like people were still alive in those trenches trying to get out, and they was like, nah, just light.
Yeah, but the
asses
Germans
up.
had those too.
Did they?
They just didn't show them in that movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know why.
See, I didn't know that.
Sucky way to go, man. I just read the tank just blow me up.
Honestly.
Pause.
Hard self, dog. I'll be fucking up, man.
Yeah.
And then we finally see the bald dude that looks like the guy off Suit Sonic. I don't
What's
know
his
what
name? Like Dr.
is.
Egg or something? I don't remember his name.
Robotnik.
Robotnik. We
We looked it up like literally 10 minutes before you got. Not even 10 minutes before you got here.
All right.
Because we was talking about it.
I've been trying to figure it out. I hate that. Like I'll try and figure it out and have a phone in my hand and will not Google anything.
I mean, sometimes you got to use that old brain power, man. You can't rely too much on the shits.
I haven't trusted my brain since 2015. So like, I have to Google everything. I have to IMDb everything.
It's like a muscle, man.
I use it for
work it out.
music more than anything else. So I mean, that's the most important thing to me.
Okay. Yeah, that dude's he's a cunt, man.
Yeah.
He said, "Hey,
he's a big bitch.
I was really hoping like it would show some type of like.
I thought he was going to commit
Indian-
suicide.
Yeah, like whenever showed him in that chair and some shit. Yeah.
I thought he was just going to blow his fucking brains
Or
out.
like some other generals were going to come in and he was going to get like taken away or some shit. No.
What made me mad is like in the scene where we first see him, he's telling the old boy that's in there with him. He's, "Oh yeah, I've sent them off to go and create a peace treaty, more or less, with him." And then whenever the peace treaty gets done, he's like,
Well, yeah, I don't think he liked the terms because he said they sold off the fatherland and
"Fuck, should have done it yourself, then, pussy."
should have went down there.
Yeah.
Didn't.
Dueling mustaches.
Old dude looked like Stalin a little bit. Like Stalin had a kid with somebody from Germany that he shouldn't have. The
Who
guy
looked,
from
who
France.
looked like Stalin? Oh, okay.
Like just the mustache was super powerful. God, he'd have lost, man. To be honest
Yeah.
with you, he ain't had no hair on his head.
Yeah, he looked
You
frumpy
can't-
as hell.
You can't be bald and have a mustache and then win a war of mustaches with the dude who has a mustache and
And a
hair.
full head.
But you know what's crazy now is the whole country of France is just a big giant pussy.
Yeah,
He looks
Yeah,
right
it
at
is.
the camera. He
So,
said he meant that
No, they are.
whole chest.
They are.
World War
though.
One, they were
Pussy.
like, "That's it, man. That's it. We're done. We're done being manly." We're
And
gonna,
like, what cracks me up is like they won the war. We still thought they was pussy and chump since then. Mm-hmm. And we get y'all done this one cool thing, but outside of that, you do some straight.
well, I mean, 20 years later, they just got their shit stomped in and
mute me?
invaded.
They're like, "Hey, man, we know y'all won the war, but you niggas are some straight." I'm good now.
You're good now.
You guys are straight fucking faggots out here, dog. Like, you guys are fucking pussy now, bro.
Shit is wild.
I even covered the mouth so somebody could read what I said.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you dudes make baguettes. You are baguettes would take the BPH.
Nice. There's our monthly Pride Month tag right there. That's our insert.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, LGBTQF. Anyway,
Yeah, weak glass.
Yep.
Had to get
my
the
boss is gonna pull that up in my interview. What the fuck? What the fuck is this?
So what you mean by this?
Yeah,
What
this is my 30-day review. What the fuck is LGBTQF?
You better stay on
Like,
it too, dog.
I'll
Friends.
say it with
It
my
stands for
chest.
friends.
Right
I
to
said
it.
what I said, bro.
Yeah. I mean, you want me to spell it out for you?
No, anything
I
with
got the green light from the booth.
anything with 2 G's in it, dog.
Yeah.
Any word with 2 G's in it is
Yeah.
super hard.
Pause.
Hey, man, listen.
All right, what's up on the next?
Dude, whenever
Let's
they
get back on track.
speaking of the flamethrower, when they went to go light them on, obviously they didn't use like real fire. CGI was not great in that moment.
No, yeah, it wasn't perfect, but
I seen it.
I
was
wasn't
like,
the
focused on
worst.
that.
Wasn't the worst.
That's where the cinematography comes in. I wasn't even focused on that. I was just focused on, like, oh shit, like, they got the dudes in the trenches. Like,
Yeah.
my focus is on
Now,
fire.
I like how, like, I wanted him to keep with it where it was just seeing it from, like, Paul's point of view. Like, he couldn't hear anything, but he can just see his homie getting, like, rotisseried, you know? Like, but then they zoomed in.
I feel like
think
a
kinda
marshmallow,
ruined it.
dog.
Yeah, it was like that, too. It's like when you drop that little piece of, like, chicken fat down at the bottom of the grill and just sit down there and just gets crusty.
cooked.
Yeah.
I like where he's at, dog. I like where his head's at. Pause.
Yeah.
So then the war ends. They come to an agreement. They sign the piece of paper, and then everyone's.
Oh no, we can't skip the crater scene.
Go ahead.
No, I mean like
No. I didn't write anything down, so go ahead. Put us on.
What crater scene? What you?
The crater
Whatever.
scene where he's like shoving the dirt in the dude's mouth and like.
Okay, so they're in the
where
crater.
he like gets
Yeah.
that immediate regret. Like, dude didn't die immediately. And he's like sitting here watching him. Yeah.
Well, I think it's a clear sign of like we're just here because we have to be, not because
Yeah.
we want to be. Like I didn't willingly sign. Well, they kind of did, but like you're just a kid.
Like
just
I have no
am.
beef with you personally, and
He's
like
realizing the humanity of it.
Yeah.
yeah. Damn, Seth with the dog.
Don't worry.
Fire.
Next,
No, we got you.
Hey,
We got
next
you.
time we record, he'll be on mic.
I'm telling you, production values like that fucking little German on that hill on Price is Right. You know what I'm saying? Yodely, yodely, yodely. No, that Price is Right, little lederhosen motherfucker. Just going straight up, dude.
That's a fucking Ricola thing too, dog.
Yeah, that thing. I don't know what you should call those. Whatever.
I think they're Dutch too,
Yeah.
dog.
No,
Actually,
they're German. They're German with the little straps and the
Are you
little
sure?
shorts. Yeah. It's like
That's
Oktoberfest or whatever.
That's a sick outfit too.
It is.
Okay, so-
Oktoberfest.
I don't know where I thought you said about.
Yeah, I thought he meant the weapon. I was like, all right, man, probably. Up there in them hills, they gotta have some type of protection. Ours.
I
But
thought he was talking about ketamine.
God, dog. There's one more case, we got it.
Hey, there it is. There it is. There it is. Let's go.
he said Juneteenth over, baby. We back.
Don't skip a day, boy.
This shit going on all month long. All you can eat.
Yo.
I told you if you were one of them podcasts,
Oh,
I
man.
knew it.
Holy shit.
But yeah, does he stab him and then
He
like,
stabs him like a couple
thought
times
he
like in
died
the chest.
and
Yeah.
then didn't, and he was
did,
like, "Damn,
man.
bro, let me try to make it quick for you."
Yeah.
Try to
Like,
save him,
packed
and
blood
then
in his mouth. And
That
shit.
scene was like painfully long, man. It was like
Yeah.
it's like 25 minutes. And it's like it's crazy.
yeah, and you could see him like choking on his own blood, and he like tried to
Shove
like
some mud in his mouth.
pack his mouth. I think just to get him to shut
Yeah,
up because like he
yeah.
couldn't
That's
hear,
100%, yeah.
and then he didn't die, and he was like,
dude was
"Damn,
just-
bro,
swallowing mud and shit and spitting it back
let me
up.
try and help you. Here's some fucking muddy. Here's muddy water. It's less mud, but more water, and was pouring it in there so we could live, and it wasn't happening, dog. Like you didn't already."
And then he pulls that
over.
picture of the dude's family out. And he
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
he
he
like
goes in
breaks
there
down.
and he rips his he pulls a knife out and he's like, "Please, you've already poked me up enough, man. Like,
I got
pause.
holes in me, man.
Relax."
Looking like Swiss
and he
cheese.
was like, "Relax, I'm gonna cut your shirt open so that I can like get in here." And he goes into his little pocketbook,
Chest pocket right here.
goes in there, picture of his family,
One. There's
Yeah.
a picture of a woman and a child.
and it's just like, damn, dog.
Yeah.
Man, I'd trade 100 of them motherfuckers for Paul Ballmer, dude. yeah. This German specifically.
This specific one.
Yeah,
At this
current
point in
French
time?
people, not French soldiers from back then.
Oh man. Back to where we were at. So we're in the crowd hall or the food hall, whatever you want to call it, and they find the dude with the one eye. Mm-hmm. He's been blown up or
Shot.
some shit like that. Something
Oh yeah,
happened
his
to
leg
him.
got
His
shot
leg-
like what was it, 4 centimeters above the knee?
He said like 10 centimeters,
10.
10 centimeters above the knee, but it was like mangled.
Yeah.
And so he's laying in there, and so him and Kat, Paul and Kat see each other. Yo, dap up. What's up, my nigga? How you living, God? I see you still alive. They like, oh, boy's outside. Let's grab him some food. And they're like, bet. So they go out there, and they get the food, and it's like a soup type thing. And the guy was like, did you bring utensils? And they were like, yeah, dude. What the fuck? Duh. They're sitting there eating. Dude grabs a fork and just
And the neck. In the neck.
Oh, was it the neck?
Right here in the
Yeah.
carotid, man. He's
pokes himself
in
up.
the jugular.
Because he didn't want to live. His whole thing was he didn't want to live like as
A cripple. And he couldn't.
And-
And he couldn't.
He
be
already
Ranger.
was. He didn't only have one eye.
Well, you could still be a functioning member, but like
Well,
his
he
leg-
was. I mean, he was in the trenches, dog. He was killing motherfuckers with his little rifle. Him and Kaczynski were like murking motherfuckers.
Ted?
No, his name was Kaczynski.
I thought the same thing.
Kaczynski.
He
Kaczynski.
said, "Rest in peace."
Yeah, rest in peace, Ted K, baby.
We lost a legend, dog.
The Industrial Revolution and its consequences.
The third K, bro.
Hey, fuck. We did it.
Don't point at me. That was
Yeah, no, whoa.
Yeah, don't put it here, bro. That was you fucking up. 2 of the 3 Ks was from Garrett too, man. What are you trying to? What's going on, man?
My bad, y'all.
I'm the only full one here, man. I'm a little concerned right now. I gotta watch my surroundings. Third eye open.
Wait till we get to World War II. You know what I'm saying? Hey. Oh, what? Next week we're doing Civil War movies. So, whoa.
Oh shit.
Right. So he kills himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pokes himself up.
Yeah, bad.
What was that like?
It was pretty graphic.
It was
What was the feeling?
dark.
So it's like a room full of dudes laying down. They're all injured.
I'm saying for y'all, whenever you saw it.
Oh,
Dark, like my favorite
yeah, it was
reunion.
like.
I
like, holy
honestly, I
shit.
saw it. Pause. I saw it coming. Yo, what?
What do you say?
Oh, okay.
I said dark, like my family reunion.
That ain't bad.
Oh, dude, I gotta tell you a story about something that Garrett has to do soon.
Oh my god, dude.
Okay. Garrett,
Is that?
relax.
Yeah, I'll chill.
We'll talk about it
All right,
afterwards.
yeah.
Tried to con my
Yeah, no,
ass,
'cause,
too.
like it was one of those. As soon as they hand him a fork for soup,
You felt it.
You knew it was coming.
yeah,
I
like
didn't.
the way he looked
Hey,
at
it
it.
caught me off guard the first time.
Really?
When he asked for the utensils, I was like, what do you need utensils? And I was like,
I mean, don't get me wrong. You need a spoon for soup, in my opinion. But like, I get like.
Well,
you
there's
know,
like potatoes
you
and
said
stuff in there.
utensils, plural.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But like, yeah, as soon as he saw the fork and he like stared at it for a second, I was like, oh, I know what he's about to do.
I felt
Like-
for him, man, because they like show. I mean, obviously, it's not like really him. Like,
It was a good
But
deal.
like,
It was graphic.
Paul should have seen it coming with in the sense of like, dude was literally just talking like, oh, I don't want to live as a cripple, blah blah blah. Like he should have seen that coming. You know what I'm saying? I get that they were trying to celebrate life.
Well, I
and
mean,
shit
like
that, but,
suicide
like,
wasn't like a, let alone not talked about, but probably not even as common.
oh,
So he
back
wouldn't
then,
even
you
think
just
about it.
fucking-
He
you just sucked it up.
And
You just
Paul
like,
is
yeah.
still. I mean, by this point, he's not innocent, but he's still so innocent-minded that he's like, we're alive. We're not gonna. But you made it through. He
got
was
a
he was
point, man.
excited for Chad and getting to go home.
But
You know?
he should have been able to read that Cat wasn't. Cat was obviously like, dog, like this is it for me. Like I'm not gonna live life as a cripple.
That wasn't Cat. That was Tiaden.
What?
Tiaden
that's
is who
Tiaden.
killed himself.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
The fucked up eye.
I got.
No, it's TJADENE. Oh yeah, with the cripple eye. I thought he said with an eye. I was like, Tiaden.
Well, he had an eye, yes, yes. But
Double entendre. Don't ask me how.
yeah, my fault. But yeah, he was literally talking like not even 2 minutes prior to that.
I'll
Now,
give him the pass.
the part that tripped me out is the other dude that just got up and took the food bowl.
Yeah,
and
that
wasn't,
pissed me
and
off.
wasn't
Yeah,
helping,
dude,
bro.
they're like
Pissed
trying
me
to
off.
save their friend, and he's like, "So y'all done with that bowl or what?"
He didn't even ask.
He just grabbed him.
He didn't even ask. He
He
was-
said, "Didn't ask," and just
Like slurping it up. Pause.
He's got a point, man. Like, hey, dog, like,
Yeah.
That's fuel.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it, but dog, it was just morbid to think like.
Well, it's
That's
like
your man's like they weren't close. Don't get me wrong, but y'all on the same side, and he literally just took his own life.
he's not gonna make it though.
This is this is after the 18 months.
Yes.
yeah. This is
Yeah.
So they're completely distanced.
Yeah. This is the day before the end of the war.
I'm trying to go.
And like my thing is like that ain't my homeboy, dog, and he ain't making it. So I'm like, it's either
there's-
gonna go cold or I eat it. So I might as well be the one to eat it.
There's also another scene that we didn't talk about that I was
What happened? Go ahead.
the whole company just disappearing and then them going
Oh,
searching
yeah,
for
the
him.
gas.
And a room
Tried to
full
skip
of
that, dog. It's a bunch of young kids, man.
literally room full of kids. That shit.
They got
was-
gas, bro.
Sketchy.
Foreshadowing to World War II. German said, "Oh, okay, I see. This is
It's an
effective.
effective tool for taking out people. Like,
Got something for you,
what can we use
motherfucker."
this on? What can we use this? Gear started to. But like, and
Yeah.
dude, like, that pulled no bitches, didn't go with the bitches. Tried to like shoot his shot with that poster and was still fumbling the bag. Like he
Yeah.
still stuttered his shit to a poster.
Oh yeah, he tried to shoot his shit with a poster, and still couldn't pull no
Yeah.
pussy. Yeah,
It was like a movie
Hand-drawn.
poster.
Hand drawn.
you couldn't get no pussy off a poster, dog.
He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna take him.
He said relatable.
I mean, who can get pussy off a poster?
Shit, when Stefani was on the back of my door, I had her every night.
Oh, you just
Now, fucking, what's his name? Blake is getting that shit. The country singer. That,
Sheldon?
That goober. Yeah, Blake Sheldon.
dog. All you gotta do is cut a hole.
Yeah, it was perfect.
I mean, technically, you
door?
could get pussy off of it.
Yes, somebody peeked their head around looking down the hallway, and there's just a dick going
Hey, dog. Two heads are getting peeked. One head's peeking around. One head's peeking through.
Not worried about splinters or nothing. Just going for it.
Take a file to it. Smooth it out. Dog. You'll be all right.
I had sander, I had a Dremel.
Oh shit, he got professional.
Shit glide like butter after he was done with it, man.
This movie was good, man.
Oh, man.
So when they're going to steal another duck, again from this family, a fowl.
A fowl, if you will. Yeah.
Yeah.
Waterfowl,
Waterfowl.
exactly.
A duck is an amphibious war machine. So I didn't know if y'all were talking about that or an amphibious war
It was
machine.
He's
a goose,
super into
actually.
animals too, so like he knows.
The animal was a goose?
Yeah, the animal was a goose, not the amphibious
The first
water
one
vehicle.
was a goose.
That's a duck.
You know
Yeah.
what a duck is.
Yeah.
You've been to Branson?
Yeah.
They have.
I'm
Word.
with you, dog. I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
It's like that little truck that looks like a boat and it drives in the water and it can fucking paddle around and then come back out and drive on land and shit. Yeah.
What president had one of those and would fuck with people just like he would drive into the water?
JFK.
Open top, dog. Either way,
Nah,
got
dude.
popped.
Nah, his prank was the fucking his brains getting exploded everywhere.
That was a robot, dog. Don't believe the news.
What do you mean? He was just on Joe Rogan.
Oh, he came back.
So it was a robot.
Yeah, that's why his voice is like that. He got shot through the throat.
Dog, this nigga is nice, boy. I'm telling you, his 16 gonna be crazy, dog. I'm sorry. I'm about
Because
to
when's the
set
last
my
time you ever heard anything about Robert F. Kennedy Jr.? Or not? I mean, yeah, Robert F. Kennedy.
Literally,
A lot, actually.
literally
That's what I'm
never.
saying. Like that dude just popped up out of nowhere.
Nah, he was on Theo Vaughn a couple weeks ago.
Well, I'm saying like,
Like up until like
Whatever.
very recently, he.
I hear, but see, I'm into that.
still
I'm
don't know
into
who
that
it is.
area of the
I-
internet.
I don't do politics.
It's his nephew,
Who's
JFK's,
JFK's nephew. It's Robert F. Kennedy. His brother Robert's son.
okay?
And
Right.
Robert's the one that got shot in the kitchen, I think, at the hotel. Yeah.
By the who?
By the feds.
Ooh,
I didn't say that.
is that alleged or is that true?
I
Allegedly.
mean,
All fact.
allegedly true.
All facts. So they walking across the open field. This is the second time they walked across the open field and like no one saw them coming. Granted, maybe they were
That
asleep.
farmer had a shit shot both times.
yeah,
Toss
that
that
dude.
out there.
That's
He had him dead to rights.
Yeah, it was up to the son to get it done. He did it.
what did he say?
Me?
What'd you say?
I said it was up to the son to get it done, and he did
the
it.
farmer's son. Yeah.
The farmer's son.
So they're going across there, man. No one saw him coming, man. They get away. The son sees him.
Dog,
He's
them
like,
just eating
he tries to
raw eggs.
offer him and was like, "Hey, man, these
Yeah.
eggs are great." And the kid was like, "Nah, dog.
Like I know we eat them every day.
they're ours."
Yeah, they're kind of mine. So
Yeah, right.
Dips off. They're running. They get away somehow. They drink raw eggs. Like dude puts them in, cracks a couple eggs and throws them in there, and cat just drinks raw eggs. Mm-hmm. Never mind. That was going to sound flagrant. Crazy though that he was able to
Okay.
put that down.
I know exactly what.
He's like, I gotta take a piss. Where did this kid come from? Did he just go through the woods? It's
guess so,
snowing outside. Like they would. I feel like they'd have heard you stomping through the.
I mean,
through the snow.
you're a little kid. He's probably deaf from shooting his gun for 3 years straight.
Especially with the tanks being a new development.
You
hard
got
to
a
hit
fair
him.
point.
But no, I mean everything else they had heard up to that point.
But they're in the woods, but there's no. I mean, it's not like wood. It's winter, so like there's no like you didn't see him. Or
There's no
anything?
like ambient sounds of like
I mean-
birds, crickets, nothing. You know.
I don't know. The kid
I mean, he
comes out
heard
of
something.
nowhere.
Obviously, that's why he turned around. He doesn't have like a sixth. I think unless he had a sixth sense, but like he heard something and turned around.
Turns around, kids there.
How could you not overpower a kid, dog? That's
He had a
That's
gun.
right, because he's got a big ass gun.
literally get caught, just pop the gun.
I
up.
think it's faster than a
I think he was farther away from him than that.
I don't know,
I think
the
he
way
was
they
like-
portrayed
Yeah,
it,
because
like
he was like
literally
there was
I think
like
he was like 10
6 or
yards.
6 feet. All I know is we never get confirmation of like did the kid die or like.
Probably not. He probably shot him and ran off. Is the vibe I got.
I have hope
Because
that
I
he
feel
killed
like
that
I feel
kid.
like Kaczynski saw
we only heard the one shot, so I don't know if he
kind of saw his own son maybe in that kid, so he probably wouldn't have hurt him.
Nope,
Damn
I'd have
it.
killed that little motherfucker, dog.
Yeah, no,
So
if my
bad.
kid shoots me, that's not my kid no more. You know what I'm saying?
It's a dead motherfucker is what it is.
Yeah. You know, Chris Benoit.
I can see him get.
My bad. My bad.
All right,
Too
man.
soon? My bad. Too soon?
Good boy. Good. You're on one today, dog. You thought this is your flu game, dog. You thought you wasn't gonna do nothing. You came into the game, dog. And just took
You're
went
right.
crazy.
I really, yeah.
Crazy, man. I like to think that like he got popped in the hip or whatever it was, and then like he went over there and killed that little kid. In my brain, that's what happened.
Like that adrenaline
You think you
rush.
strangled him up?
I hope so. Yep. I hope so. Fuck
Just
that
like
kid.
whiplashed him against a tree or some shit.
Yeah, dude. Wouldn't take much. He's a small little kid. But
Gouge his eyes out.
11 from
Yep.
Stranger Things.
Get right in there.
because I wasn't expecting it, man. I wasn't expecting it, dude.
Says
It's
with
like,
3 kids over there just like,
Oh fuck.
sorry, man. But fuck that kid, dude. Cat was my favorite. Cat, the dude
Cat was my
that
favorite,
got
yeah.
killed, like that was my man. Like I was fucking with him the entire time
Honestly.
since the beginning.
Yeah.
Kid ran down on him, popped him,
Yeah.
just like JFK,
And I was into him.
and walked out there. Sorry, man.
I want to know why those trucks didn't stop for them on the side of the road.
They were drunk.
But still, I mean, that was their mans. Like they obviously they could have seen the uniforms.
Yeah, but it didn't like Cat didn't have any like obvious wounds. It just looked like they were drunk. If you think about it,
he had his arm over him. I could assume
It
looking
looked like
at him.
it just
being
looks
like,
like
oh,
it just looks
But
like they were
still,
drunk.
yeah, I probably
know,
would have
man.
pulled over to help my mans out.
I'd at least
dap
given him a
somebody
ride
up.
to his next destination. You know
I'd
what I'm
at least dap a nigga up.
saying? Yeah.
You're
Like we see each other literally in the trenches. Like
war's over.
let
What
me
you
holler
about
at
to do,
you.
me?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. What's happening, G?
He was going to go back to just. I mean, granted, dying in war versus not even in war. It was after the war ended. Technically, that's what pisses me off.
And
man.
not even by a French soldier.
Nah, some little
By
French
just some
bastard.
farmer bitch.
He did say that he was like did a spelling. He went to like school like a bunch of third graders as an adult. He was already
Oh, yeah,
shaved
he was,
and
like,
shit like that.
14
And he's
in
like
a
the
class
teacher
with a bunch
asked
of-
me make a word that rhymes with trifle,
Nothing.
and I was like, just take the T off, dog. Like,
But that doesn't rhyme. That's essentially the same word, just with a letter in front. That's not technically a rhyming. I guess it
different
is,
word technically. It's a different.
but
definition.
I just that's an easy one.
Like I don't want to trifle with John Jones, but I might shoot him with a rifle. It's two different words.
Yeah. Okay, you're right. I just
Come on, dog.
no. I know. It's, for me, that was just like
This
easy
fucking
cop
guy.
out. Hey, fuck you, gay.
Fucking spick.
He
So
didn't even mute that. Like, we got that right.
we can get away with that though.
Who's we?
I can.
I can't. I'm not melanated enough for that.
I got friends.
Bingo.
Awesome, man. Like what?
It is melanin.
Did the woman in the poster? Because okay, so we get to the scene where dude comes out and is like, "Hey, man, war's over in 7 hours, but we're gonna go ahead and attack those motherfuckers anyway, bro. It doesn't end for another this long. Mm-hmm. We're gonna go ahead and clap these dudes." And so they have to go out there, and the dude, they go to war. They jump in. What's
See
his
the
name? Paul
French, like,
jumps into their trench, goes inside a
Yeah,
room.
the dude went beast mode. He went off.
Yeah. Gets
My
popped.
biggest,
Go ahead.
my biggest beef with that is like they could have completely snuck up on them and just destroyed them had they not like started running.
Yeah, if they just would have walked, they could have peeked right over.
That's
and
what I'm saying. Yeah, but he heard the running. It sounded like a fucking 1,000 wildebeest coming. And he's like, oh shit,
Something's happening.
charge! You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, get ready. Like they could have easily like won that little battle if they had just like slowly walked up instead of
Pride, dude. Same thing I tell you all the time. Male pride.
just because that dude was like, my dad was, famous in war.
Your
good.
dad was dope. You're a fucking pussy. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't even see a battlefield the whole time. Just sat in your little ivory tower. Yeah. That's what pisses me off, man.
You gotta get down there in the mud, son.
Dude's nice. He gets shot, and what he sees hung up is a woman in the poster. Mm-hmm. Does that symbolize something?
It was the same
Symbolism?
poster.
I know, but I'm saying, but does that?
I think it symbolizes it like none of it mattered because that was their trench just a few days ago, and now it's
Oh,
the
yeah.
French's
'cause
trench.
Didn't that literally like only a couple hundred meters
Yeah, it moved away.
of back and forth that
For the
entire
whole
war?
time. Yeah, I think it just symbolizes like it's just meaningless.
Like the whole thing was meaningless because they literally made no ground. Like no, granted, yeah, the French and the Allies were winning, but it was meaningless for the simple fact of like they didn't make any ground into.
Yeah,
They were playing Pong back then. Back
Essentially,
and forth,
yeah. They were literally just going back and forth.
taking trenches and then retreating and taking trenches and
Yeah.
It was just crazy. Like the last thing he sees is this poster, and I was like, okay, that, like Garrett says, they don't put nothing in cinema that doesn't mean something.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, so what is this?
I think it just means that like
Because isn't that the one like a couple days before that like
Yeah, the
that
dude
same
hung it
dude
up.
hung it up?
Hung it up,
He's like,
and then-
oh, wait for me to be back or some shit.
that was the day he died.
Because that's what didn't he's any of the one that got by the tank?
Flamethrower. No,
Oh,
he's
was
the one
it-
that got.
He was a flamethrower kid. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
And then
Yeah.
the guy with the white scarf had an off-screen death, which I didn't like. I want to see how that motherfucker died.
yeah.
did he have? I thought he was the one that was at the end collecting them.
No, that was some random kid.
I thought that was the same kid.
No.
Because he was like the only blonde hair, blue eye kid.
Nope,
Oh.
a different guy.
Was it?
It was a young kid that had like just
Did he?
got there.
Did he, or was he's Hitler's protege?
Could be. What a perfect segue into World War II.
Right.
Part 2. No.
God.
All right, so that's it. Paul gets clipped, gets shot in
I
a
thought
bunker.
he got stabbed. I thought the
He
dude.
did get stabbed
'Cause they were,
Dude's
like,
holding
down
a
the
gun
bunker,
to
like-
him.
That's when the
And they had a
humanity.
moment of like,
Yeah, they were like, "Hey, I'm not gonna kill you. You don't kill me. It's the end right here."
Like,
I'm gonna let
literally,
you out
like-
of here. You do your thing, and some dude comes up from behind and just pokes him.
Pokes
Pause.
him right through the heart.
How was he able to stumble? Like, was that pure adrenaline?
Oh no, I think you would have died way before.
That was
that.
just for dramatic effect. Okay.
I don't know. It was kind of up here. He could have maybe made it a little longer, but I don't think he would have made it up the stairs.
That's what I'm saying. He made it up the stairs. He was
energy it takes to
walking.
get
Just
up
like,
the stairs.
hey, what's up, y'all? Not really like that. He didn't.
No, yeah, he spent way too long on his feet.
He wouldn't sit down, actually.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't-
he would not have made it that long.
Yeah. And he died with that scarf in his hand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Rest in
No, I
peace.
thought that
and
was
then
funny in that little
and then
camp.
the young kid gets his job, how his job started after
And
the
just
first
collecting
battle,
tags.
collecting tags, and
restarts.
it just restarts. Yeah.
It's a vicious cycle, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I did think that was funny whenever the dude came back with the scarf the first time, like when we originally came
Was
back.
that scarf or were those panties? Were
It
those
was a scarf.
Was someone's bloomers?
Because he wore it around his neck like a scarf.
Could have been some bloomers.
Yeah, they
No,
were
those
long
would
as
have been
hell.
called
Yeah,
back
then.
yeah, those were pants, man. If they were anything.
Back in the day, they didn't wrap
Man,
up like
it wasn't
that.
bloomers. It was a scarf.
I'm saying scarf.
Yeah,
2-3.
scarf.
Seth, what do you think?
Plead the fifth.
Fair. 2-3.
So no contest means he goes with the majority. Scarf.
Damn.
Scarf.
Okay.
But yeah, like whenever they was just passing back and forth and dude went to go chase him, I would have 100% stuck the scarf on my dick.
You're just smelling like a woman's perfume?
Yeah, I'd have stuck the scarf on my dick.
They were
I
smelling
mean,
panties.
think about it, dude. If you've never like smelled a woman before, besides your mother,
No, I understand why they were doing it.
yeah,
I think they were just smelling panties, though.
I think it was a scarf.
Some dirty panties, too. They didn't have proper baths back then. So, I mean, it had some... It was
Yeah, the
tart,
bitches was
dude.
walking just through a field.
Had
with
some
a big
twang
ass.
to it, huh?
Yeah. There was a couple hairs sticking out, dog, where they got caught on the things when he ripped them off.
Yeah, she's French. She knows she didn't do anything.
Don't rate the movies, bro. Scale of 1 to 10. Where's the movie?
10 out of 10.
About a 9, yeah.
Okay, I'll give it a 9. That's what I was... I'll give it a 9.
Whatever.
Darian, for you, what stopped it from being a 10?
Good segue.
Not bad.
I don't like how Kat died. There was a few unopened, unanswered questions like, did the kid die? I'd like to see an old boy get killed on camera. Like he just, we know he's dead, but
Dr.
like
Robotnik,
how?
No.
I want to know what.
No, the kid with the scarf. The kid that originally had the scarf.
Okay, I thought you
Mueller.
meant
And then I would like to know more of what. There has to be some symbolism with the drum and the
Like the
snare
score
or whatever
of
it
it?
was. What do they mean? And there's no. I've looked religiously online and I have not found anything.
I think honestly it was just
There's
for the
nothing wrong-
dramatic to build the dramatic that tension because it was like a deep tone.
Yeah, it
So I
came
think
out
it was
of
just
nowhere.
to build like that suspense in you. Like, oh shit, like this.
And because I didn't like beard mustache dude. Fuck him.
Yeah, I want to know what happened to him. Like, was he ever like court-martialed for
He's
his
like
shit?
Hitler, dog. He
probably
just
wouldn't have
lived
been.
out his life. Normal. And
I
just
mean,
died.
but the Germans were the ones asking for the armistice. They were like, "Dog, y'all are whooping our fucking ass.
Yeah.
Like, can we just
But
resolve
like he
this?"
said, he didn't like the options they gave him, and he was like, "Dude, no, fuck that, man."
But that's what I'm saying. Like, the higher ups are the ones that agreed to the armistice, and for him to just blatantly be like, "You know what? No, fuck that. We're gonna charge." That had to have resulted in something. At least killed his dog or some shit. I'd at
He's
least
probably like, "Yo, dog, I was tripping, my fault."
you good? Nah,
That
fuck
easy.
Nah, fuck that. I want to see that motherfucker strung up.
Juneteenth was the other day. You're clear now.
Strung
Never mind.
up, he said.
It's cut. Well, he was white, dog. That
Just saying, that's close, man.
I think it was the vocab is what got him.
Yeah, dog.
Strung up.
boy. My bad.
What's up from being a team then, Daniel? You gonna put me on the spot?
That's fair. I did.
Yeah, you gotta bounce back.
Pause.
Yo.
Come on, man. That is not no. Hell no.
We can go to homie court right now
Yeah,
on camera, dog.
Let's do it.
You'll lose.
Yeah, I mean, all rise. You know what I'm saying? Honorable Judge Darion.
I can't. I'm taking you to homie court. I can't be the judge.
Well, who's the judge? Seth?
Seth? You're judge.
Unbiased.
Daniel, you're
I said pause, so I mean I can't.
okay.
I'm biased.
Seth, you're judge. Telling another man you got to bounce back. I said pause. Is that a worthy pause?
Like bounce back?
Yeah, you got. Hey, dog. He
I
said,
rest my case.
Recollect.
Yeah,
I want to reach
bounce
out.
back.
This is.
I want an appeal.
If the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit, dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm OJ in this motherfucker. Getting off scot free. All right.
yeah, I mean, he
mean-
went to jail later on, but they couldn't get him the first time. Like, we're gonna get that motherfucker.
We're gonna give him something. Tax
Anyway,
evasion, something.
what happened?
I lost.
What
My
kept it
first
from
ever
being
pause
9 out of
loss.
10? Or 10 out of 10.
I'm still.
I'm gonna appeal. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna appeal.
Off camera.
Come on. We're at an hour and 10.
Yeah, no. What kept it from being a 10 out of 10? Honestly, just because war is not my genre, those movies are not my genre, because I always like get pissed. You know what I'm saying? Like during it, and that's just I don't like that. Oh, like ask him. I was literally on the edge of my seat, like cussing at these motherfuckers.
Yeah, he was, dude.
I mean,
Because I get in.
I'm saying if it makes you feel that type of way about it, then it's
Should
10
be a
out of 10.
technically.
10 out of 10 if it makes you feel that kind of
fuck
feelings.
See how quick I switched, dude? Pause. Like a second ago, I was ready to go to homie court with him, and now I'm with him, dog. He's got a point.
I mean, I get it. Don't get me wrong.
Stand on your shit, though,
But
dog.
as a hater, 9 out of 10.
All right, man.
All right,
Can't argue
resident hater, and you know we gotta have one, somebody gotta do it.
That's high praise. I mean, 9 out of 10. Shit.
Yeah.
That is
Better than
19.
1917.
Yeah, way better.
Okay.
All 1917 had was cinematography.
Yeah, that's all I had.
Sorry, dude. I have my opinion, bro.
Man, he's
That's fair, that's
he's
fair.
pissed about it, man.
Not pissed, but I mean,
I get.
I think.
All right,
I think
anyway,
1970 is 9 out of 10 too.
Are you gonna announce your movie?
It's either gonna be one of two movies. It's either gonna be Ferris Bueller's Day Off or Wildcats.
All right.
I don't know when we're gonna record. We'll have to figure that out. And when we do, you guys will see it because it won't be long after that.
Movie.
What?
Nothing.
What movie are you gonna pick? 'Cause
I
you're
don't
after
know.
that.
That's the thing.
God damn.
I had it the other night when we was talking after the movie. I had it, and I just literally like in a minute I was like, "Oh,
You
word,
don't write
this-
shit down.
Fuck, I look like a guy that writes shit down. No.
All right. Again, thank you guys for watching Double D and G Spot's Unprofessional Movie Review featuring Seth on the boards. I think Seth will be a long time person. We'll get him a
Sorry,
mic.
honestly,
Next podcast you see, he'll be on the mic. Pause. Yo. Like. I don't know what he said, but I know it was something. Like, subscribe, comment, share the video, hit the bell icon for notifications when we post. Fuck with us on the socials. We out.
Yo, can I end this off with like a random movie fact?
Yes.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's dad was a Nazi.
Schwartz what?
So yeah, you heard me.
Hey, man.
So peace, y'all. Y'all be safe.